Hello everyone, I'm on1001 and today I want to talk about the YouTuber Minecraft ban situation. So for those who aren't aware what's going on, a lot of Minecraft content creators, so YouTubers, streamers, influencers, e-celebs, what do you want to call them, have been banned from being able to play on multiplayer Minecraft servers in Java Edition. Apparently Bedrock Edition people can't even access their single player saves if they're banned. Bedrock is weird. Basically, all these people have been banned, and this is most likely due to large amounts of false reports against their accounts stating that they have broken the rules, probably the chat reporting, and that has resulted in them being unable to access Minecraft multiplayer servers, which for a lot of these people is important because Minecraft multiplayer servers, Minecraft SMPs, are a huge section of the Minecraft content creation space. Now, of course, this has upset a lot of people. It's upset the content creators, it's upset their fans because now essentially their futures are in jeopardy, especially since a lot of these people are struggling to get an appeal to the ban because Mojang systems suck. And anytime you put in a ban appeal, it just will go, oh, sorry, error, can't do that right now. Apparently, this started several weeks ago with German content creators, and now it's starting to come to the English-speaking ones. There was one called SB737, I think his name. He's an English guy. He's got 2 million subscribers. I don't follow him. I'm not really familiar with him. But from what I've been told, he's like a pretty squeaky clean guy. Like he doesn't have any kind of controversy or any, allegations, air quotes, against him or anything like that. He's just a nice guy who makes videos and streams. And so you can't even say, oh, is this controversial, people? Maybe they did say something or whatever. It's just coming out of nowhere. All these people are getting banned from being able to access servers, and it's stuffing up the ecosystem, basically. Because of this, there's a lot of discussions around Minecraft's chat reporting, particularly the chat reporting in Java Edition. And I've seen people, start uh, doing discourse online, particularly in the YouTube comment sections of these YouTubers, and I just wanted to make a quick little explainer to talk about Minecraft chat reporting because it's something that I've kind of been passionate about for years. I was very vocal about how stupid this all was back when it first kicked off in 2022, 2023. Of course, I had no platform there, so no one gave a crap what I had to say. And I still don't really have much of a platform, but hopefully I can educate you because I really feel it's important that people be educated on the product they're buying. Because remember, Minecraft is a product. Yes, it's a game. Yes, it's a community, but it is a product. You paid money for this, and you should be informed on what is going on and what is happening with the money that you or your parents or whoever bought this for you has spent. So to give you a little background, here's a little rundown of the history of Minecraft from the perspective of chat reporting. So for the first 10 years of Minecraft's existence, there was no centralized reporting, there was no reporting service, there was no real way to report anyone. And that was because with Minecraft, you either had single player worlds, it was just you and no one else. You could have locally hosted LAN servers, or there were dedicated third party servers. The thing was, these multiplayer servers were third party. They were not run by Mojang, they were not endorsed by Mojang. These were other people running a Minecraft game using the Minecraft server jar, and that was it. Mojang didn't have to do anything because it wasn't an official server. Games like Fortnite and first-person shooters like that have official servers, which is what a lot of people play on. In fact, most games you can only play on official servers, and there's no third-party services available. Those games run on first-party servers run by the company or a contractor on behalf of the company. So therefore, that's why games like Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, I don't know, all those games, they all always had reporting systems in them because it's a first party service. Minecraft servers are third party, and so Mojang didn't feel the need to enforce anything because they were just a cool little wacky indie studio in Sweden. Everything was peachy. They get bought out by Microsoft in 2014 for several billion US dollars, and for the next 5 years, literally nothing happens on that front. Minecraft did enforce a end user license agreement for you playing the game and also operating a server, but these EULAs were pretty standard. It was just look, we own the code to Minecraft. It's our copyrighted work. You can't distribute it. You can't sell it. You can't say, oh, I made this. No, it was just pretty standard legal fodder. There was nothing really super special in that. Then the 2020s came along. Minecraft is now over 10 years old, and things are starting to change. The winds of change are arising. Now, chat reporting wasn't added until 2023, but it is important to note that it was actually sort of being set up in advance a couple of years earlier. This is where I need to talk about telemetry. So a quick rundown on telemetry. Telemetry is when a program sends information to a third-party server over the internet from your computer when you're running an application. So when you're running Minecraft back in the day, you had the option to send information to Mojang about your computer, about your like your operating system, how much RAM you had, your graphics card, and stuff like that. And you could choose to either send all this information, send minimal amounts of information, or you could just completely turn this off. Around the 1.14 Village and Pillage update, this was completely disabled due to a European High Court case where it was found that it was basically ruled that spying on children over the internet was illegal, and telemetry was considered a form of spying, so it was removed from Minecraft around then, and for the next couple of updates, Minecraft had no telemetry settings. However, things began changing, and in 1.17 Caves and Cliffs Part 1, Minecraft Java Edition reintroduced telemetry, except this time you couldn't turn it off. There was no way to disable it. The only way to really disable telemetry is just unplug your computer from the internet and never plug back in. It was around this time Mary, or Lapis Demon, who I've been following for years, she began talking about this, and she began talking about a concerning piece of legislation that was before the European Parliament, which is the legislative body of the European Union, which she was concerned about, that there was some rules going on, and that this was going to affect Minecraft. This piece of legislation ended up passing, and it was called the Digital Services Act. The Digital Services Act was a large bill about online services, as you can imagine. One of the things the Digital Services Act says is that all online services must have some kind of reporting feature, a way to moderate stuff. In fact, I actually found that Snapchat had a really handy breakdown of the legislation. Snapchat on their customer support. This is what I'm probably going to be showing on the screen right now. Yeah, basically any service that was operating within the European Union needed to comply with this rule. Any service that was not complying with the law would start getting fined millions and millions of dollars. So because of this, Mojang was basically had to suddenly implement a chat reporting system into Java Edition. Bedrock Edition had something for a while, particularly the consoles, mostly because consoles, of course, already had some kind of moderation system like PlayStation, Xbox, all that. I'm not familiar with consoles. I'm not a console gamer. Comment down below if I'm wrong, but Java Edition, of course, never had this, and so they had to suddenly put it in because, well, Mojang really only had three options when it came to this legislation being passed. So there was one, just completely disable the ability to play Minecraft in the European Union, which is insane because that's millions of players. That would just, hurt the game. Number two was to create like a region lock thing. Like, for example, Minecraft China Edition. There is a special version of Minecraft for the Chinese market, if you don't know. And the third option, and this is, of course, the one they took, implement these rules globally for all players, all 100 million plus Minecraft players, and that's what they chose to do. Lapis Demon has a great video going over the legislation, over all these rules, the telemetry and all that, and basically saying that how Microsoft, who owns Mojang, has been setting this up for a while, and that they've been setting up an idea of putting some kind of chat reporting thing. After all, Microsoft is a multi-trillion-dollar company. They are, they operate out of Silicon Valley. They're evil. They're all evil, like all the other tech companies. But it really comes across that this was not the best way to go around implementing such a system, the current chat reporting system, and then this was kind of like a knee-jerk response to that legislation. Once again, check out Lapis Demon's videos on this if you want more information. So the system was put in place. There was mild backlash at the time, not from any significant people or following, like any significant content creators. About the biggest one was Phoenix SC, and he gave up after he started getting demonetized. And basically after that, it went away very quickly. And I always had in my back of the head that this system was ripe for abuse because Mojang claimed it could not be abused because it uses blockchain. Ooh, remember, this was back at the time when NFTs were a thing and blockchain was a fancy, buzzword. It uses blockchain and also it will be reviewed by a human. This is what they said. It will be reviewed by a human. And I remember seeing idiots reiterate that to me in like YouTube comment sections that no, bro. Mojang is going to have people reviewing all this shit. I'm going to tell you right now that that was impossible. That was never going to happen because I figured out at the time if only 0.5% of Minecraft's player base was lodging chat reports against people, a lot of them bullshit or whatever. If they were lodging reports against people, that was going to be hundreds of thousands of reports. There's no way a team of people, unless you had literally like 500 people, could process these in a timely manner. It was very clear they were going to move to AI assisted automated tools. That, of course, was just total bullshit because no company manually reviews things anymore. No company that of a sizable user base of their product has any kind of manual review team looking at reports. Usually it goes through an AI bot first. Maybe the bot will sort it into something important. For example, YouTube is the most notorious version of this. YouTube gets flooded with probably millions of reports a day. YouTube sorts those reports by its content type. If you're reporting something illegal like child sex abuse material, which is CSAM, it goes into a special list that will be seen by people. But if you're just saying, this video is mean and I don't like it, it just goes to a bot and the bot decides what's going on. It's only when shit gets really escalated or someone with a contact at YouTube that an actual human reviewer might get involved. And that is a very rare case. For the most part, most people using YouTube are going to keep running into the automated systems, pretending to be people, pretending to be Pam from YouTube going, we reviewed the video and you broke the rules, go fuck yourself. It was very evident that this was going to be how Minecraft chat reporting system was going to be run. And so I predicted within the first few months of this happening, you're going to see major e-celebs like Dream, Exumavoid, JSlat, whoever, the big names of the time, were all going to have their accounts banned due to fake reports because people were figuring out how to game the system, how to make fake reports, how to mess with the blockchain system, that the foolproof blockchain system, blockchain, are able to make fake chat reports, making it look like, you could make it look like Grian said the N-word. And then you could report an emotion and go, look, he said racial slur, ban him now. And they would do that. But shockingly, this never happened. And so people forgot about chat reporting almost immediately. After a few weeks, the fire completely petered out and everyone was wanking over fucking wardens or whatever at the time and whatever was going on. And everyone had moved on with their lives. That is until the year of the present, 2026, where my prediction of what was going to happen years ago has now taken fruit. This is not shocking. If you've been aware of vaguely of the Minecraft scene in the last couple of years, it is unbelievably toxic. What I mean is the people exploiting the systems. There's been lots of account hacking, mostly to get valuable capes. The whole cape situation. Notch called this shit 16 years ago when he gave the bacon cape to that guy and everyone lost their shit. Like, for example, Dinnerbone, one of the top developers of Minecraft, had his account taken off him so they could sell it for like, I think it was like $18,000 or something like that. But yeah, if you've been aware of the scene, it's not surprising that people are now abusing this system and now using it to fuck with content creators, to fuck with their incomes, to fuck with their channel metrics. I will admit, it is kind of funny in a kind of way, in a troll sense, but also at the same time, I'm not shocked by this. I'm not shocked by this at all. I knew it was coming. The the thing is, I don't know what the end game of this is. Is this to prove that chat reporting can be exploited? Okay, but what's going to happen? The optimist would say, oh, well, maybe Mojang is going to wake up to their senses and go, no, chat reporting is bad. We're going to remove chat reporting. I'm telling you right now, that's not going to happen. Unless the European Union just collapses tomorrow or repeals that bill, it's not happening. And even if the European Union changes the rules, the Commonwealth of Australia, my lovely home nation, and the United Kingdom have got those under 16 internet bans. And no doubtedly, they can just quickly put in a little caveat in their various legislation saying that you need a reporting system. In fact, I would not be surprised if there's already something in that with the whole age verification stuff. What I believe we're going to see is we're going to see an e-celeb verification process. When we've already got age verification, because once again, because of Australia and probably UK in a couple of weeks, but we're going to see where big name content creators with significant followings are going to basically have their accounts be galvanized, immune to this whole system, and everyone else who doesn't have clout, who doesn't have a significant following, is now going to be vulnerable to these attacks from these, bullshit complaints. Because let's be real, they're not going to do anything to improve the bots. I mean, I don't know what you can do. You'd have to just say, "I don't listen to certain reports." Well, what happens if those reports are genuine? What happens if there is an imminent threat to human life or imminent threat to children or something like that? It's going to be a return of basically like Twitter checkmark system, the Lord and Peasant system, as Elon Musk called it back in the day. I mean, look, I don't like Elon Musk, but to be fair, if you don't remember what pre-Elon Musk Twitter looked like, it was notorious. Basically, if you had that blue check mark on Twitter, you could almost commit fucking murder on the platform and you'd be able to get away with it because the blue check mark was a sign that you were a super special boy or girl and no one could touch you, and all these filthy checkmarkless peasants were just ants beneath your feet. And I really worry that this is what's going to happen with Minecraft. That if you go play on Hypixel and you go up against a verified Hypixel YouTuber who's got 1.8 million subscribers, who's got that little cool check mark, and you beat him in the game, he's going to go, not fair, you're a stinky poopy head, and he's going to report you saying that you denied the Holocaust or something. And because he has a special verification checkmark, his reports are going to be taken super duper seriously, and they're going to go, you're right. The bot is going to go, you're right. That My 1001, he's a no good poopy head. Ban him. And it's going to happen. I just know that this is going to happen, and it's just like I just know this is how it's going to be. And it's just like watching a car crash in slow motion. You know they're about to collide, and you're just like, well, what can you do? As I was editing this video, an old leak from 2023 has been doing the rounds. Turns out there was like an internal Minecraft Discord server or Mojang Discord server that had all like big name Minecraft server hosts telling them how this was all going about, even getting some of them to run like PR for this. People even doing false flags allegedly. This is all alleged. People have questioned the veracity of these leaks, but the point is, we already know this Lord and Peasant system kind of exists. Certain YouTubers already have certain clout with Mojang. Hermitcraft, for example, is a big famous example. When chat reporting happened, two of the Mojangsters, King B Dogs and Sly Slime, I believe, went on Hermitcraft to run interference for the whole chat reporting scandal. And it wasn't a PR, guys. They just happened to hang out with their favorite buddies on Hermitcraft. You like the Hermitcraft people, right? Please stop looking into this. Now with this whole chat abuse system, the whole concept of an e-celeb verification system is absolutely going to happen. The more I think about it, I think it's definitely going to happen. You're definitely going to see people immunize. Maybe they won't get bolstered in terms of reporting stuff, but they're definitely going to be immunized if you've got a significant following and you are friends with the right people. So that's basically my thoughts on the situation. That's me sort of trying to explain the history of all this. It's to put it simply, it's completely fucked. But don't worry, there is a way to evade all this. It's very simple. Just don't play Minecraft. Just don't play modern Minecraft. Don't play anything after 1.19. You know, you could be playing beta Minecraft. I mean, if you're watching this video, you've probably seen the background. That's my beta Minecraft world, by the way, if you're curious. I've been playing on this for 7.5 years. There's a world tour you can check out. I'll probably put it in the description and maybe a card on the screen. But yeah, just go play old Minecraft. Old Minecraft is so much better than modern Minecraft. And yeah, the chat reporting, the account banning does not retroactively apply to old versions of the game yet. It will be a matter of time until that happens. Don't you worry. Or they'll just revoke access and I'll play old versions of the game. But yeah, just play old Minecraft. Anyways, thank you for watching. And I hope you learnt something. And I hope that you've got a more optimistic view on this than me, because shit's fucked, yo. Shit's fucked. Peace out.